Hello friends, today we shall discuss our topic, the stakeholder analysis. Friend, today's topic is very interesting, especially if you have interest in project management or you are planning to give exam or PMP in near future. So what is stakeholder analysis actually? Stakeholder analysis is the process of identifying and understanding the individuals or groups who have an interest in or are affected by your project. It helps you understand their needs, expectations, and how they can influence your project. Stakeholder is basically a person who has stake in your project, positively or negatively. So this information is crucial for ensuring project success by effectively managing these relationships. Now we can talk about the steps in stakeholder analysis. First one is the identify stakeholders, which basically means list all the people or groups affected by the project. Then analyze the stakeholders, means understand their interest, power and influence on the project. Then determine which stakeholders are most important to the project success and plan how to communicate and engage with the stakeholders based on their level of interest and influence. Now we can talk about the less an example that you are launching a new product, for example. So first one is that you have to identify the stakeholders. So there are two types of stakeholders: internal stakeholder and external stakeholder. Internal stakeholder means like project team, senior management, marketing team, sales team. These are the internal stakeholders. And external stakeholder means like, for example, customer, supplier, investor, regulatory bodies. Then analyzing the stakeholders means understanding the interest and influence of the stakeholder. For example, project team interested in project success and they have high influence on execution. Senior management interested in overall company success, high influence on resource and decision making. Marketing team interested in product launch success, moderate influence on promotional strategies. Then sales team interested in sales performance, moderate influence on sales strategies. Customers interested in product quality and pricing, high influence through purchasing decisions. Suppliers interested in timely payments and long term contracts, moderate influence on product quality and availability. Investors are interested in return on investment, high influence on funding and strategic direction. Then regulatory bodies are interested in compliance with regulations, high influence on legal aspects of the products. Then prioritize stakeholders mean give priority to the stakeholder. For example, high priority means like senior management, customers, investor, regulatory bodies have high influence and interest. Then medium priority means project team, marketing team, sales team has moderate influence and interest. Low priority means suppliers which are having moderate interest but lower direct influence. Now we can talk about engage and communicate, means like plan the communication strategies for different stakeholders. For example, for senior management, regular updates, detailed reports and strategic meetings will be required. For customers, market research, feedback surveys, promotional campaigns will be required. Investors needs quarterly performance reports, investment meetings and financial updates. Regulatory bodies, compliance reports, legal consultations, regular audits. Project teams, daily meetings, project management tools, direct communication. Marketing team needs weekly updates, collaborative planning sessions. Sales teams needs regular briefings, sales performance reviews. Suppliers needs contract reviews, performance feedback and regular check-ins. Now we can talk about another example, organizing a community event. Here friend, first thing is the identify stakeholders, like event organizer and volunteers are the internal stakeholders, and local community members, local business, sponsor, government agencies, media are the external stakeholders. Then we have to analyze this stakeholders. For example, event organizers interested in event success, high influence on planning and execution. Volunteers are interested in contributing to the community, moderate influence on event operations. Local community members are interested in event benefits and enjoyment, high influence through participation. Local business interested in increased sales and visibility, moderate influence through sponsorship. Sponsors are interested in publicity and ROI, high influence through funding. Government agencies interested in safety and regulation compliance, high influence through permits and approvals. Media interested in newsworthy events, moderate influence through coverage. Then prioritize the stakeholders means give importance or priority to the stakeholders like event organizer, local community members, sponsors, government agencies are having high influence and interest. Then volunteers and local business has moderate influence and interest. Media having moderate interest but lower direct influence. Then engage and communicate means plan the communication strategies for different stakeholders. Like for example, for event organizers needs daily planning meetings, collaborative decision making. Local community members needs community meetings, social media updates and flyers. Sponsors needs regular updates, promotional opportunities, sponsorship agreements. Government agencies needs permit applications, compliance checks, regular liaison. Volunteers needs training sessions, regular briefings, appreciation events. Local business needs partnership meetings, promotional materials, joint marketing. Media needs press releases, media kits, event invitations. Now, friend, here is a question that why stakeholder analysis is important. Basically, friend, it helps you understanding stakeholder needs and managing their expectations, increases the likelihood of project success. Effective communication and engagement with the stakeholders build trust and cooperation. Identifying potential issues early helps mitigate risk related to stakeholder dissatisfaction or opposition. Prioritizing stakeholders help allocate resources effectively for communication and engagement efforts. Informed decisions are made by considering the influence and interest of key stakeholders. Then, friend, we can talk about different tips for effective stakeholder analysis. Like, first one is that identify all possible stakeholders, even those with indirect influence. Then, regularly review and update your stakeholder analysis as the project progresses. Don't wait for issues to arise. Engage stakeholders early and often. Tailor communication strategies to the needs and preferences of each stakeholder group. Utilize stakeholder mapping tools and matrices to visually organize and prioritize the stakeholders. So, by following these steps and tips, stakeholder analysis helps ensure that projects run smoothly, meet their objectives, and have the support of all key parties involved. So, friend, I hope that you would like this video. If you like it, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And thanks a lot for watching the video.